Hi everybody, and yes, it's getting close to your expedition on the Camino. And what I'm doing today is I'm just going to show you what you're going to be wearing and what you're going to be packing and what you need for the plane, so that you can get going if there's a bag lost. So we're talking about the Camino de Compostela route, whether it's the short section or the long section or you're doing sections, right? So the most important thing is you're dressed right, you're dressed comfortably, and that you have good trekking shoes and good gear so that you can take on any weather that you like. So here's a typical example. For me, I have a short gilet jacket. I also have a short sleeve, which is icebreaker, which is kind of wicking material, and this is for a typical good day. Now you will see in the minute that I will be packing in some more stuff that as we go higher or if it gets colder, how we're going to deal with that. So here we are, we're starting off, and this is what it's like, when we start. It's also what we need to have, when we're going to the airport. But as it gets colder, as you will see here, this is, a fleece jacket that I have. Now, sometimes I just put this on straight over, and one of the most important things is layering systems. And you will see in relation to the way that I pack, that I carry a number of different layering systems. If I don't put this on, I have what we would call, an icebreaker or a wicking material, long sleeve, that I can take this off and put it on over my short sleeve. So we're now going to see how we're going to pack into our day bags. It's very, very important that you have a good enough size day bag, and in other words, as well as that it's actually held from the hips. So here I am, I'm going, it's reasonably cold, but one of the most important things on the Camino, as indeed in relation to any trek, whether it's in Ireland, is to have a good rain jacket, and that it wicks, because it at times can rain. You can get thunderstorms or anything like this. So here I am, I'm just going to pack in some of the stuff to show you how it packs down. So therefore, here we are. This is a 30-litre rucksack, and I find it, very good for this type of trek. That's for a week that I'm going. We'll also be moving some of the bags, from hotel to hotel. Also, very, very important in any trek is that you have a rain or a wind pants. Now, you can pick those up, anywhere from Decathlon or, any shops that are around. So here we are. We pack this in, and now I'm going to do this as well when we're leaving the airport, so we will have a few days, if the bags are lost. For me, I always try to carry another warm layer in the event of we're rising high and it does get cold, or sometimes when we're stopped we need an extra bit of heat. This is a small, very, very light kind of down jacket, and I just pack this, and I usually carry it with me. Some people don't need this, but you can see it's all about scrushing it down and into the bag again. Now, every day that you're trekking, and one of the most important things, and I've seen people for this, some people have medication. Please make sure that you pack the medication into the bag that you're actually carrying onto the plane. So here is my first aid kit. It also has a blister pack, and this I carry on a daily basis. It also has some bandages, it has some blister packs, it has medication if you get a pain in your head, if you get the diarrhea, or if you get bunged up. So this goes in here as well in relation to going on the plane. The other thing that's most important, because it will have extraviolet light, is a factor 50 sun cream. Now, I usually use the kids one, mainly because it's cheaper. So that goes into the bag as well. Because I cramp, and if some people do cramp, I always carry magnesium oil with me. And I don't know whether it's my age or what, but I'm cramping more lately. So for water, you do need to drink water to stay hydrated. Sometimes we will get very hot days and you will need to drink. In my bag, I carry 1.5 litres. That usually goes on the outside there, but for now, because I'm carrying it on the plane, I will actually just put it in here. And this is 1.5 litres of water. Now, some people prefer platypuses, and you know, that's absolutely fantastic. 2 litre platypus is ideal for your rucksack, in particular if it fits in. So other than that, what I do need, you know, on a daily basis is that I will also, in case it gets cold, put in 2 very light pair of gloves. So this is 2 pairs of gloves, again packed in. This will actually be ideal for the plane. So that's it there. So I will just pack in the spare thermals that I use. I usually bring 2 thermals with me, 1 long and 1 short. And you ask, what is that for? Sometimes people have a tendency to sweat. If you don't, that's grand. But sometimes you might feel uncomfortable, and it's good to have this in your day pack. So this is all of this now packed. I will also, because of the fact that I will be using my camera for taking pictures, and it's very important, right? Okay, take pictures, it's absolutely beautiful. In my rucksack also, I carry a charger. This will do 4 or 5 charges on my iPhone, and I just have that there. Now, if you look at this, we can just close it down, and we're ready to go. This is actually ready to go for the airplane. Now, for me, I always carry Freddie. Freddie has been all around the world, and he loves going on expeditions and love meeting people of all different nationalities. So we just stick him on the top, pull him, because he likes actually, you know, coming and going on his travels. One other thing to make sure is, because it does rain at times, make sure you have a cover for the overall of your rucksack. So here we are. In this case, we're ready for the airport. And you know, the rucksack I'm usually using is about a 30-litre rucksack, and it has side straps, or it has big straps here, because the one thing we will be how would I call it, going for 6 to 8 hours a day, so it's very important to have a comfortable rucksack. So here, as you can see here, I'll just clip it, pull it. Now if you look here, there's no weight on my shoulders, and this is crucial and very, very important when you're trekking for 6 to 8 hours a day. So here we are, that's that. Now on top of this, when I'm trekking, but I'm going to pack them somewhere else because they won't let me onto the plane with my rucksack, is a ski pole. Now usually I use 2 ski poles, but as you can see here, this is a very handy one, and this takes about 64 ton of pressure off your knees in the day, so it saves your knees, your hips and your back. So here we are. I'm just going to pack that down and push it away to pack into the main bag that we're going to have spare, that we're going to be moving from hotel to hotel. So okay, let's take a look at what we're packing into a bag that will go into the hold with Ryanair. Now I literally could fit everything for me for the week into this, but we're going to go for comfort because we're staying in hotels. So for me, the first thing that I would do is I would bring a spare trekking pants, as well as a spare pants for going out at night, so therefore I can change into something comfortable. And if it's very, very hot, as you will see here, you know, a short trekking pants that I can move into if I want to. Now usually what I'll do with all this, and you'll see in a minute, I stuff them into stuff sacks so it's more compressed, and when I'm looking for them I can get them back out. But let's take a look at the rest of the stuff first. Don't forget spare underwear. There was once I went to the South Pole and I had only one for 60 days. So this is your preference in relation to underwear that you bring. So make sure you have your underwear packed, because I forgot mine once and I had one underpants for 60 days. Socks. It's also very important that you bring a few pairs of socks. You know, number one, for trekking every day, you might want to change them if it's the case they're sweating. So therefore pack 3 or 4 pairs of socks, and also 2 pairs of socks for going out. Now, you also have spare medication if you have it. The ones that you don't need, you know, if it's a case that you're going on the plane, you can pack these into a small bag like this, and also your shaving gear, your toothbrush, and any cosmetics that you may need, we can put them into this bag because they're not really necessary immediately. From there at night, we'll also pack, I pack sandals for comfort hanging around the hotel, or another pair of shoes for heading out at night so that I'm not wearing the same shoes all day. I'm just going to leave these now here, and then I'm going to pack them all in fast into this bag, and you see how fast that can be. Again, at night, what I have is just a small warm jacket if it's a case we're going out and it gets cold, because along the Camino it's absolutely fantastic. You can sit outside in some places, and sometimes it does get cold as the sun fails. Also, one or two shirts that you can have just for good wear, that when you're doing it. A very handy thing is to have is a fresh step. Every day you're going to be in your shoes 6 to 7 hours a day, and sometimes it is no harm just to spray your boots so that they're fresh in the morning and that they're not smelling in your hotel room. I think we're nearly there with that. I do bring an extra couple of short thermals, 2 short and 2 long, just in case that the ones that I have on me sweat a lot. So that's the general stuff, what I usually do with these. And as you can see here, I'm not too fussy with the trekking gear and things like that. I just catch them, I stuff them into one bag. I can leave this out because of the fact this is for some of my good wear, this one and that one. But everything else I can stuff into this bag so that I know where my trekking gear is and I don't have to be looking for it. That's good wear, and these 2 pantses I'll stick in here as well. So now that's all of my spare trekking gear for the week that I have. So I just push it down, fold it, tie it in. Now I don't have to open this every night if I don't want to, and I stuff it in to the general bag that's going in the hole, but also that's moving from day to day along the route on the Camino. My 2 spare shoes for going out at night, or just for comfort hanging around the hotel, my sandals. That is a preference. You can take 1 or you can take 2. Just pack in this for the spraying of my feet. I just put that into the side pocket here, so that I keep it separate, and indeed my wash gear. So here we are, the wash gear. Now I think I'm nearly there with that, and for my good gear I just pack it in tidily. I don't have to stuff these, because just in case I don't want to wrinkle shirt or anything else. So here we are, it's packing in quite nicely now, and you can bring 1, 2 or 3 shirts, or indeed a dress if you wish, for going out at night. So we're nearly there, I think. Because of the fact I can't carry my ski poles on the plane, I put them into this bag that's going into the hold, because otherwise they will take them from you, and any other spare stuff. What I do like is carrying 1 or 2 books. So if you want to carry books, you can either put it into your rucksack or in here. Now I do carry a couple of other bits and pieces, like earphones, so I just stick them in there. My handy cam for when I'm using my iPhone for filming, so that's that. My selfie stick, I can put it in there, and any spare medication, like for me I have vitamins and things like that, I usually stack that in that bag because I don't need them every day. So I think we're nearly there, and that's that. Now people ask about sockets. Now usually it's a 2-pin socket like this that they use over there. We can either use a multi faceted socket that's international, that uses everything, and I usually will pack that. But I also pack this, but also this is a very handy gadget because you can charge your phones and you can charge other stuff as well if you want. Please don't forget to bring some masks, because we will have to wear them on the plane. I think that's about it, other than the fact of, yes, what are we going to do on a daily basis? We're going to take pictures. For me, I use my iPhone a lot because it's very good, but I also bring, you know, an SLR camera and sometimes a GoPro, and also, just in case, which isn't all the time, midgie repellent. So that actually will go in on this bag, or it will go just around me like this with my passport, my tickets and everything else. So I think that's it for now there. What I will do is I'll be bringing this, because I will be bringing on the plane with me my computer, because I travel all around the world with it. But when I'm moving from day to day, I just put it in here and it'll go from hotel to hotel. So I think that's it. And I'll zip this up, and I see our little dog here is around us. This is Sid. He's a lurcher. He's always fascinated when we're going away. So I'm ready to go. The only thing I would advise is that you bring some protection for your neck as well. I usually use one of these neck gaiters, so that I can just do this. If it's sunny, I can use it as a mask as well, and we're off. So that's it. That's all the gear that you will need for the Camino. So I'm ready to go. Here I go for the flight. See you all at the airport.